The cabin lights dimmed somewhere above the Atlantic, leaving only the soft glow of reading lamps and the endless black outside the window. Elena kept her eyes on the clouds below. 30 years old, married for 11, lonely for at least 5. Her husband hadn't touched her hand during the entire flight to Lisbon. He'd fallen asleep before takeoff, headphones on, wedding ring catching the pale blue light like a forgotten promise. A quiet voice beside her broke the silence. Funny how grief follows you onto airplanes. She turned. The man across the aisle looked about her age, tired eyes, wrinkled sweater, fingers wrapped around untouched coffee. "I'm sorry," she whispered. He gave a small smile. "My wife died last winter. First flight I've taken without her." The words landed softly but cracked something open inside her. For hours, Elena had been pretending not to feel the distance between herself and the man sleeping beside her. But now the emptiness had a shape. "I think," she said carefully, "sometimes people leave long before they actually leave." The stranger nodded as though he understood perfectly. Outside, moonlight spilled across the wing. They talked quietly while the cabin slept, about fear, about becoming invisible inside your own life, about how terrifying it is to admit you deserve more than surviving. No flirting, no grand declarations, just honesty at 30,000 feet. Before landing, he folded his napkin into a tiny square and handed it to her. On it, he'd written, "Loneliness is not the same thing as being alone." Elena stared at the sentence while passengers crowded the aisle. For the first time in years, going home no longer felt inevitable. And somewhere above the clouds, her future quietly changed direction. Have you ever had a brief conversation with someone that changed the way you saw your life forever?